On today's episode, we are talking about the truth about weight loss over 40. So, welcome to the Weight Loss for Women Over 40 podcast. I'm your host, Nikki T, and I am the person you call when you want to lose weight for the last time. So, my coaching programs do not give you a diet to follow or some crazy workout routine that you need to spend hours and hours and hours of your time working out. What you do get with working with me is a customized program that allows you to eat the foods that you love, move your body in activities that you love to be involved in, and help you navigate your way through the mind drama. This is the kicker, it's the mind drama that's the problem. The mind drama that you have over food, exercise, the whole weight loss process. So if you're ready to have a complete mind and body transformation, then head over to weightlossforwomenover40.net/call and book your call with me to get started. If you are not ready, no worries. Go grab your free ebook called 5 Reasons Why You're Not Losing Weight Over 40. And again, that is available right now at weightlossforwomenover40.net/book. I don't know how long I'm going to keep that book up there, so make sure you go grab your copy while it's still available. All right, let's dive into today's topic, the truth about weight loss over 40. So there is this expectation that when you get to a certain age that you're supposed to start slowing down, right? So for instance, when you retire, you are expected to live out your golden years in what I imagine sipping iced tea in a rocking chair on your porch as you watch people go by. When the kids are going off to college and you and your husband are trying to figure out who the heck you are when it's just the two of you, there's so much more empty space to fill up, not only just physically, but also mentally and your time, right? When you start noticing small changes in the way your body looks or feels, or you may feel kind of like a hypochondriac, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I felt a little pain in my chest. I must be having a heart attack. I must be dying. My day has come. You may start to feel like it's a bit harder to do the things that you want to do. Like, okay, I'm older, I've raised the kids now, you did all those things, you ran around like a crazy person, and now you're just tired and worn down. And add in all the crazy that comes with perimenopause and all the hormonal fluctuations, it's very easy to want to just sit on the couch all day, read a good book, and drink a very large cup of hot coffee or vodka, whatever your drink of choice is. So comfort is our default. Our primitive brain, your subconscious brain, it loves comfort. It's so easy to do. There's no real thought process around it. There's no imminent threat to our lives. It gives us those feel-good feelings. And this is why we women love to read books. We like watching Netflix. We like overeating our chocolates. But is all that comfort really, really helping you? And I think you'd agree that sitting on the couch all day, eating, reading, drinking coffee is fine for an every now and then occasion, like all day, right? But on a daily basis, it might not be the healthiest thing you can do for yourself. One of the things I talked about in one of my TEDx talks is about earning your sit time. It was my first TEDx talk. If you haven't watched it, you can find it by searching TEDx and my former name, Nicole Simonin. Both of them will pop up for sure. You can also go to the website. I believe it is on, actually, I think it's on my sister site, which is mavenheart.co. But anyway, I talk about earning your sit time, and I am not opposed to sitting and watching TV or doing something relaxing on a daily basis, right? Even if you were to take a day or two or three and just, sit on the couch and not do anything, I do that sometimes too. So I'm not saying you don't need to sit, right? But as I talk about in the TEDx is like maybe you need to earn that sit time. And I did the TEDx quite a few years ago. Actually, it was in COVID when I first did the first one. But I feel like earn feels a little bit forceful and more like a chore. So I like to kind of switch that now to like I get to sit on the couch all day long if that's what I'm choosing to do. But I also have these goals that I want to accomplish. And is me sitting on the couch all day going to get me closer or further away from my goals? So there's some discomfort in that. And again, let me be very clear. You do not have to do anything that you don't want to. Like really let this sit in. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to take care of your kids. You don't even have to pay taxes if you don't want to. Now, before you freak out, we do things because we're getting something out of it, right? So if you want money to spend on a beautiful vacation in Hawaii, then you're probably going to want to show up for work. If you love your kids and you want to see them grow up to be incredible little humans, then you're probably going to take care of them. And if you want to stay out of jail, you're probably going to pay your taxes. Now, if you have a weight loss goal, there are some things that you will need to do in order to get that goal, right? We can't just sit on the couch and just kind of manifest our body. Now, if you have been listening to me, if you are a regular, and if you're new, welcome. But I'm always telling you that yes, there are actions that you need to take to get the body you want, but you must have your mindset set up for success before you take any of those actions. This is where the discomfort comes in. And I want to add, it's not like you're spending a month meditating and marinating in these mindset techniques, right? I teach you some of the things and then we go, okay? And we take the action. But again, this is where the discomfort comes in. So one type of discomfort is physically moving your body, whether that is completing your workout for the day or going for a walk or any type of movement. This can feel daunting. I get it, especially if you are not used to moving your body, especially if you're coming from a situation where you're constantly sitting, whether that's on a couch watching Netflix or whether that's at your office where you're stuck in your chair. So take this example, for instance. I personally prefer to work out in the morning, but with my current morning routine, which I absolutely love, maybe I'll share that with you on another episode or maybe in a reel. So definitely follow me on social media. But I typically will not eat anything until 11 a.m. or noon. And I need to have some sort of food in my body before I go lift, before I do a workout that involves some sort of intensity. Now, I really do not like working out at night. But if I work out in the morning, again, in my current routine, I would be doing so on an empty stomach, which I don't get the best workout. And honestly, I feel a little sick afterwards if I do a workout where I don't have enough fuel in me. It just, to me, it's almost like, okay, this is not effectively getting the most out of my workout. I also don't like taking 3 showers a day. So I wake up, and if you don't know, I do sunless tan, right? I call it tan in a can. And sometimes when I wake up, if I've sunless tanned the night before, you have to wash it off, right? If not, I will be leaving a trail of brown wherever I go. So that would be the first workout, or sorry, not workout, shower. I also like to open up my sinuses in the morning. I have a lot of allergies, and taking a nice hot shower in the morning just opens up my head. It also helps my hair. I know if you're watching this on video, it looks like I have straight hair, and I actually straighten it, but I actually have really kind of wavy hair. So when I wake up in the morning, it's like, woo, it's kind of poofy and all over the place. There's probably TMI in there for you, but anyway, so I take a shower in the morning, and then if I were to work out in the morning, then I'd have to take another shower to get ready for work. And then at night, I like to take a shower. So for me, taking 3 showers a day is not going to happen. And the other thing too, especially when I'm using the sunless tan, it doesn't make it last. So I'm not going to keep, taking showers and washing this off. So bottom line is, it is uncomfortable for me to drag my butt to the gym in the evening. And it's kind of sad because it's seriously not that far. Like I literally walk like a block, if that. But I have goals that I want to hit. And if I'm saying I'm going to commit to get the body that I want to, I'm going to go to the gym. And part of it is I'm going to the gym daily, or at least on a regular basis. Then I'm going to go when it fits into my schedule. And right now it's at night. So I'm committed to getting the body that I want. And if I say I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the gym at night. There's some discomfort in that, right? There's some discomfort in me going to the gym at night, but it outweighs my other discomforts during the day. Hope that makes sense. So there is a discomfort in the actual workout, right? And if you have been off for a long time, or for, like I said earlier, if you've been sitting on the couch, or you're just stationary in your office, or if you've been sick, like I was sick for, wow, I was sick for a while. I caught a upper respiratory infection, viral infection, which led to pink eye, which I keep hearing some comments about pink eye that I've never heard about pink eye. I will save that for a rated R version of this podcast. But no, that is not how I got pink eye. Definitely got a viral, but there was a lot of pressure in my eye, so I didn't want to work out. So long story, very short. I did not work out for like 6 weeks, so I'm just starting to get back into it. So I get that dreaded day one feeling. I know me personally, I ramp up nice and slow, and I take my time and I listen to my body, and this is what I tell my clients too. So now that I have gone off on a tangent on that rabbit hole, let me reel you back in. So when you get to be over 40 or over 50 or 60, whatever, chances are you're going to have some creaky joints, you're going to have some stiff back pains, some aches and pains, right? Again, this is why I give my private clients customized workouts in their weight loss plan. So we can aim to eliminate any future injuries and really be nice to those joints, because you want to maintain those joints as you get older, right? This is a long marathon. Let's treat our body really nice so we can do normal daily activities of life when we're 90, right? Like going to the bathroom, putting on your shoes, eating by yourself, opening spaghetti jars, all those things. But you can also have the discomfort of not moving your body. So I know, again, for me, I get so angsty. I don't know if that's an actual word, but I get very anxious if I sit too long, and I get a little grumpy when I've missed some workouts. So when I was sick for 6 weeks, right, I actually was sick with the virus for probably 2 weeks, so I did not want to work out. But when I had the pink eye, I wanted to work out. So, the pressure on my eyes, I was like, I'm not taking a chance. So I get a little angsty. I want to work out. I want to move my body. Our bodies were meant to move, not be stuck in a chair or on a couch or in a car all day long. So another type of discomfort other than physical is mental. Here is the biggest kicker when it comes to mental discomfort. Whether you choose to work out or lay around, you will have some form of mental discomfort. Let me say that again for all you in the back of the room. Whether you choose to work out or lay around, and let me rephrase that, whether you choose to go on a weight loss journey or settle with the body that you have and you're not happy in it, you will have some form of mental discomfort. So when you're working out, you're going to have the mental discomfort of pushing through the exercise, lifting the weights, moving your body, right? Even showing up to the workout, completing the workout, even cheating in the workout when you're like, oh, no one will notice if I miss this last rep, right? Or skip that exercise altogether. We all know about the mental challenges in working out, but laying around or sitting all day is a huge discomfort you might not even notice because you feel good, and I want to use feel good in quotes, doing it, or if you're preoccupied with work, right? If you're inactive, your mental discomfort will come out when you look in the mirror and you wonder, how did I get that belly that is sticking out so far? How did I get this back fat that all of a sudden is appearing? How did I get these wiggly triceps, right? Underarm bat wings, or when your clothes don't quite fit you in a certain way, like when they used to, or when you see yourself in photos and you ask yourself, how on earth did I get to be this size? Or the big one that I always hear is, oh my gosh, I'm looking back at a picture 20 years ago or 30 years ago, and I was being negative about how I looked in that picture then, and I wish I looked like that now. Don't let that continue to be your story. You can also blame changing hormones. right? But before we do that, let's take a look at your current activity levels and what you're eating, and most importantly, your mindset. So I find most women that come to me and want to work with me, they blame their perimenopausal hormonal changes. But if we dive deeper, it becomes apparent that they believe they are destined to be overweight because of these hormonal changes. And really what is happening is its daily movement and has slowed down and their eating habits have changed. But more importantly is the mindset, right? Most importantly is they believe that their body is supposed to turn to shit. Now I'm gonna have to put an E on this episode. It's all good. Now, if you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you were taught, and you probably think, that you need to get even more uncomfortable by doing tons of cardio and starving yourself, right? That is not the answer. Ask yourself if more cardio and eating like a bird worked. Would you be the current weight that you are today? You wouldn't be listening to this podcast. I know if you're listening to this podcast, you want to lose weight. I'd be shocked if you were in an ideal body that you wanted and you were listening to this podcast. So no, you wouldn't, because if it worked, you would be doing it. And this is not the way to have lasting weight loss, right? There is a better way. There's a way to make weight loss more manageable and doable while you're eating your favorite foods and doing activities that you love. And again, I'm not saying that weight loss is all rainbows, unicorns, and glitter, but what I can tell you is with the skills that I teach my clients, it's easier to overcome the uncomfortableness and to be working towards your weight loss goals. What I have found with myself and for my clients is when we manage the way we think about moving our bodies and what we want to eat and what we think about the weight loss process is, it isn't as uncomfortable as we think it's going to be. So the truth about weight loss over 40 is you think, at least right now, you think and expect it to be hard and that it's all going to shit, physically and mentally. It doesn't have to go to shit. And I will tell you, it's going to be hard either way. Holding on to that extra weight is going to be hard as you age, as your doctor keeps adding to the list of medications that you're taking. It will be hard when you can't pick up your grandbabies or go play with your grandkids outside. It will be hard when you want to go travel with your friends or your husband and you're afraid that you are going to be holding everyone else back because you can't walk as fast or as long as everybody else. I hear this on the regular from women who come to work with me. Choose your hard. I can promise you that once you understand and implement what I teach with my mindset method, you will see your hard become so much simpler. You too can learn my mindset method for losing weight. It starts with having a conversation with me. Book your call to get started at weightlossforwomenover40.net/call. And I'm happy to help you. Choose your hard. And when I even say that, it's like, for me, sitting on the couch and living in a body that you don't want to be in is so incredibly hard. Choosing to go on a weight loss journey where you are understanding the way you operate on a mental capacity can have its moments, but it's so much easier and so much more fun because you get to live in the body that you want to live in. All right, so if you like this episode, make sure that you subscribe wherever you are listening to this. And if you're feeling generous, please head over to Apple Podcasts and leave a written 5-star review. This helps the podcast be suggested to women all over the world, just like you, that are looking for help. Instructions on how to leave an Apple Podcast review are in the show notes of the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that like button and follow and subscribe. So thank you in advance for any written reviews that you leave. And stay tuned for next week's episode where we're going to dive into 3 ways to break through weight loss plateaus. I'm going to talk about if you've lost some weight and now you feel like you're stuck or even at a plateau. I'm going to present to you a different way to look at being stuck and give you 3 ways to help you move forward So make sure you join me next week on the next episode of Weight Loss for Women Over 40. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.